Count in? Okay. The timer, we can do that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Officer Hall! On to process. Alright, kid, over here.
This game starts pretty fast.
If I search that boat of yours, am I gonna find him?
Wait! You want to see a trick?
And don't we like games that start fast? Alright. Welcome to SRX, everybody. This is InFamous First Light.
If anyone knew a conduit was in
If you're not familiar with the InFamous series, it takes more or less the
I wasn't worried. I'd use my powers to get the
current
job done,
world,
then the two of us would take off. We'd be
adds in
miles away
these
before the demons.
individuals called conduits who have the power to manipulate or even weaponize specific forms of matter. Our hero, Fetch Walker, she has dominion over neon gas, which lets her, among other things, run super duper fast. So this is a really natural, really good speed game. Because it's all about going fast in the first place. And there's some, some speed tech to it too, some little tricks here and there. Basically, right now, what we're doing, and we didn't broadcast the opening cutscenes, but Fetch is currently in Curtain K Prison, a prison for conduits, telling her story to Augustine. If you played InFamous Second Son, she's the major antagonist from that game. She's less overtly evil in this game, but she still kind of has her own motives and her own goals. The bulk of this game is told in flashback. It's a prequel to InFamous Second Son. That's a nice, quick phone call. I mean, I'm not running a timer on my end, but it felt like that was pretty quick.
Brent, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But as soon as you started to glow, the whole city went crazy.
Yeah, what we were doing there in the very beginning was luring the cops away from our brother Brent and the getaway boat the two of them were about to load up. But there's one more job to do.
Penthouse at 3rd and Stone.
With a nice little MacGuffin in it.
The red duffel bag.
Okay. What's in the bag?
You get it? And we're leaving with a literal boatload of cash.
Like
I don't
the sound of
understand the
that.
question, Englishman.
We'll get out of Dodge, Brent. You're always one step
And
ahead
you
of
proved yourself an AC3 superfan by correcting the spelling of Radonagedon.
Swanky.
Speed tech starts right away. There's something in this room that you probably wouldn't notice unless you ran the game yourself. Coming into this fight, run to the right by the body, take these three guys out from range. If you don't run to the right, or if you run at them, 2 extra guys will spawn behind you.
Where's that duffel?
Timer is weird, oh no. I'm sure it'll all get figured out eventually. If this round doesn't end up with a timer, with an exact timer, that's fine. Goodness knows I've run this game with a timer enough times, and it's not like I'm expecting to get a PB in a marathon or anything. My PB in this game is actually very, very tight.
Charge up. Gonna need it.
It would take a massively perfect run to PB. And I say that even though I'm almost 5 minutes off world record.
The place was full of Russians dancing around a bomb.
Shit. The occurrence. They found him.
Found who?
My boss. If they knew about the penthouse, then they'll know about our boat. We gotta go now.
So now we're running back to the
Warm up the
boats
engine. I'll
to
be right there.
reunite with
I'm
Brent.
sorry about all this. I really wanted to get you
Spoiler alert, it doesn't go that well.
Next time.
Fetch, stay away from the boat. The occurrence are just outside. They got guns.
I love it when I can interrupt the dialogue right as she says what. I don't know, it's funny to me. Small little platforming skip there to get to the docks.
Brent?
You're supposed to go the long way around, but, screw that, that's slow.
Brent?
Timer is running? Okay, cool.
Brent?
As I said, I'm not too concerned about it.
Come on, Tommy. Where are you?
Now there's two kinds of cutscenes in this game, these full motion cutscenes, and what I call comic book style cutscenes. They're in a very unique, very cool art style. And those comic book cutscenes,
Whenever
you're
I
not
start
gonna get to
freak
see
out,
them.
I focus on Brent.
Because they're
It's the only thing
skippable.
that calm me down.
Not in a developer-intended way.
Good memory.
You'll see a glimpse. You get that far, quit out to the home screen and reload the game. This skips the cutscenes and is faster in RTA timing. We'll do this 3 times. It saves about 15 seconds each time. Because the cutscenes are pretty long. The full motion cutscenes are not skippable by any means.
Those breaks from reality changed me. I'd wake up with new powers.
Hex.
My
Yup.
body decided to
You know
fight,
it.
but my mind just gave up.
You've been very forthcoming.
No, this game stands on its own, girl, Vinland.
You can show me the skill you acquired from your mental snap. I thought
At
you
a
wanted to get
technological
control of your
level, it
powers.
has no connection at all to Second Son.
That's what we're here for.
I don't know. Last time I used them.
We'll start with something simple. I'll be watching your
I
progress.
mean, if you have
from
a
up
Second
there.
Son save file on your PS4,
Please don't try anything
you can use
stupid.
Delsin in the challenge arenas, but
All I
Delsin
do is
sucks in the
stupid.
challenge arenas.
No, Miss Walker. You're a survivor.
I hear people refer to this game as DLC, and that's kind of a misnomer. It's only DLC because you download it and because it's content. It's not tied to anything.
Everyone has a weakness. You just have to look for it. There you go. It's a start. But the world won't wait for you. Sometimes you need to act fast. Follow your instincts. Not bad. Not great, but you just started. Perhaps you'd like more relatable targets. Impressive, aren't they? These hard-light holograms look and feel real.
So these challenge arenas are
Please kill them.
playable after,
just mindlessly shoot
replayable
things, okay?
after
Oh, the conduit up here
after you complete the main
is holograms,
campaign, and
you
they're
won't mind.
sort of posited
What's
as
the
this
point?
game's
The point.
replayability,
Survival.
which, admittedly, it doesn't
Not
have
just for
much
you,
outside of
but for those who
speedrunning.
can't defend themselves. Go on, protect him.
There's 3
Nice
challenge
to see you
arenas. The
still have
second
some
one is by
fighting.
far the hardest.
Let's hope your other senses are still as sharp.
Oh, and I hate that line of dialogue.
The clock's ticking. Find and save the hostage.
Glad to see you've got some fight in you. Let's see if your
Well
other
done.
senses are still as
Now,
sharp.
a hidden
Fighting is
second
not a
hostage
sense,
somewhere nearby,
Augustine.
But this time you'll have to move quickly to save him, or he'll die.
Oh, graphical glitches on the timer. I understand. I feel like I'm not very sharp right now, but that's okay. I have a very generous estimate for this game. If I'm anywhere close to estimate, it's just a travesty. This is a little forced menuing to get you to buy your first upgrade. Luckily, the first upgrade is quite useful, so I don't mind being forced to purchase it.
Push yourself. How
And you
high
don't
can you
actually jump here. You just make Augustine think you're jumping. I don't know why,
It makes it
but it's
lovely.
faster.
But are you tenacious, Miss
Because
Walker?
I always just jump here
Is it
anyway.
a challenge? Do you fight your way through, or hide in a corner? On guard.
So there are some RNG manipulations you can do within this arena to influence where the spawns come.
Hurry, Miss Walker. There's another hostage.
Basically, after you rescue a hostage, there will be 2 wave spawns. One will be very close to where you are, but it could be higher or lower than where you are. So the best way to deal with that, and it's never possible to get both of the wave spawns at the very beginning right away, The best way to deal with that is to be on the very highest level, so you can be assured... Fetch, please. So you can be assured that the waves will spawn below you. Like, this is good. This is really good. These two spawning basically right in front of me. But they could have spawned at the higher level or in the middle, which is really annoying when that happens. I want to take those guys out. It really is important to clear the arena as soon as possible.
Here comes another helpless soul.
We'll see why in a moment. There we go. There's one right next to us. You can also sort of manipulate it by if you're not standing next to a building that has multiple levels.
Ready to play the savior?
Damn it, Fetch, with these hard landings. Luckily, the holographic hostages are bullet sponges. They have to be shot upwards of... Okay. Alright, this is fine. They have to be shot upwards of 40 times before they'll die. So that's really quite ridiculous. That right there is why we want the arena clear. If the arena is completely clear, this wave will spawn in immediately. You don't have to wait for the countdown timer.
They just keep coming, don't they?
Safe.
I would probably have a much better time in this game if I could aim, but I can't. The optimal way of handling these is to jump towards the hostage takers, photon jump, and hit their weak points in midair.
I'll just turn up
But
the heat.
despite what the world record holder XK Rye might tell you, that's a lot easier said than done. Oh yeah, this is a great game. I definitely recommend it casually as well as a speedrun. Considering I've only been awake for a little over an hour, that was not a terrible
That was
alpha.
an acceptable performance on the hostage exercise. We keep score, you know. Other conduit achievements are posted to...
Got a little force menuing after this before we go back to the flashback?
I'm always open to more training. Perhaps you'd like to surpass that.
Enter the menu as soon as Augustine shuts her yap. And just mash through it. There we go.
That'll do for now. Take a seat. I'd like you to resume your explanation of what happened in Seattle.
After a night of tearing up the city looking for my brother, I ended up back
Okay, there's
at
no
what was
real
left of
speed
my
deck
boat.
for the next several
That's where I met
missions.
him. He was looking for Brent too.
There's just a lot of optimal movement. AKA, you can gain or lose a lot of time on some really silly stuff.
Excuse me, sweetheart. I'm sorry, have you seen a fella rocking a mohawk around here somewhere?
Wait, do you know Brent?
Well,
Are you with those
Augustine is
Russians?
never one to lavish praise.
Currents? No, hell no. Well, are you saying they're the ones who did this? Damn it, they keep kidnapping my employees.
Kidnapped? Wait! Do you know where they have him? Can you take me?
Fetch is voiced by Laura
Yes, sir.
Bailey.
I'm sure.
Who
You do not
y-
want to get that pretty face caught up in
You
all this
probably
trouble.
should know the name, but if you
I don't know
don't,
what you had worked out with Brent,
I'm
but,
certain you
He's
know
my
the
brother.
voice.
Help me.
She's prolific to the extent one could call her the female Troy
Are you
Baker.
French? I'm
She's
Shane.
in everything.
Shane?
Shane is
Brent
voiced by
never told me
Travis
that his sister
Willingham.
was such a
Not
pretty little thing.
quite as well known an actor
Tell
as
me
Laura
where to
Bailey
look.
or Troy Baker, Nolan North, but very prolific himself.
East
And he
side,
is, in fact,
mainly.
Laura Bailey's husband.
And if you think of anything else, then call me on Brent's phone, all right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, sweetheart.
Travis also voiced
Make sure
Reggie
you take
Rowe,
care of
Delson's
that, all
brother,
right?
in Infamous Second Son.
Gotta get this city ready for the real me. Need some neon. Lots of neon.
So there's no trick to this. You just run straight toward the marker for the big neon sign.
Now, I'll put out my feelers, but these occurrences
Don't do
are
any
hair
photon
tricks.
jumps.
You'll have
Don't
to
do
look
anything.
fast on the lead.
Just run straight
I'm
for
already
it.
headed for some neon gas.
Oh, I reckon. Now, I love huffing gas as much as the next guy, but that
Well,
really...
it's a trick I picked up back in Jersey. The gas helps me run insanely fast.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, Shane. Gotta go.
Oh yeah, she's been in pretty much everything. And she's great. I love her.
Lazy neon gas? Go make yourself useful.
Yeah, she definitely had a major role in Uncharted. You know, Troy Baker, Nolan North, like I was saying. And it would surprise me if Travis Willingham wasn't also in that game. I know he didn't
That's
have
a
a
boost.
huge, like, major named
I need all
role.
the firepower I can get. Big taste.
Let's see if this works. There actually is a small skip here. I'm not sure I got it. Whoa, that's never happened before.
Fetch, sweetheart, did you have something to do with that light show by the...
I gotta go. Something really distracting just came into my field of
I
view.
kind of got the skip I was going for there. I forgot about that one. You're supposed to respawn on top of the water tower after getting the 3 lumens. But there's a little movement trick you can do to respawn a little bit closer to the lumen race. And I did spawn closer, but not where I thought I was going to. A little more force menuing here to introduce you to the map and side quest icons. And there's dozens of little challenges in this game akin to the stunts in the other Infamous games. I really would like to get one here called Triple Takedown, because it's worth 3
None of you
upgrade
speak
points.
English?
I get it if I can take these 3 guys out in one focus, and I think I may have gotten it. Yes, I got it. That's good. This introduces Fetch's main superpower, the Singularity. You get one for free, but you have to use it when they tell you. The fastest way to get around the city is these monorail tracks. If you can stay on them, which I often struggle to do. And since I got Triple Takedown, we're going to get our first upgrade, which is Air Dash.
Now, the Occurrents are about to receive a stockpile of guns. You help me steal them, and I'll have 50
If we hadn't gotten
armed
Triple
men
Takedown, there's a
doors
spot where
looking
it's
for
all but
in the
guaranteed to get it
Thank
in
you.
this next mission.
And enough with the feelers. I get it. You're a creep, okay? Let's move past it.
Now,
These
I will
neon
have
clouds
you know,
temporarily
some
increase
living
feature
creatures
Fetch's
Sure.
movement
Hey,
speed, and I messed this up pretty bad.
Behind that sandwich shop when you're ready to steal the
I
guns.
missed the turn.
Au revoir.
Air Dash lets you run straight forward in midair, where you would ordinarily fall to the ground. Give me that. Alright, not too bad, but I did still mess that up a little.
Fetch! My truck's loaded up. Let's
Hello,
go!
Potato Tate. Glad you could make it to the
Set
marathon.
off an alarm breaking in to get the guns. If the Occurrents catch up with us, you better cover my
So I'm not
ass.
going to upgrade again for a while. There's nothing I really need until after the second arena challenge.
There'll be a retribution, which I would very much like to avoid.
Come on, you have a conduit on your side. They're hosed. We'll get these guns to your men, and they'll use them to find Brents. We're good.
Fetch!
Stay close, I got him.
Aw, damn, no anime line. If you can take all those guys out, there's a line about how Fetch likes to watch anime. World record holder XK Ride, he hates that line, so I always try to go for it.
Rocket launcher up
There's
ahead.
another challenge there I was trying to get called Sting Like a Bee. It's for killing 5 enemies within one focus. Looks like I did not get it.
We're blocked. Now I'm ditching the truck. Cover me while I run.
No! Stay cool.
Take out
Clear
the back
road.
right car, it clears the blockade.
That was too damn
we go.
close.
Cops. We should hide, just for a bit. Give me a chance to recharge.
Right. Well, I know just the spot.
Now, that was not very good timing on that, but whatever. That's a time save of frames, if anything. There's no karma system in this game, unlike the core titles in the InFamous series, so
Crazy.
anyone who's shooting at you, you can shoot at them. Whether it's the other gang members, whether it's the cops,
Who gave these guys
it's all good,
license?
and it fills up your superpower meter.
Why people don't steal from the occurrence. I'm gonna try
I actually
to cut through the
killed
park.
those guys too fast. I missed some of my favorite dialogue in the game. Hello.
Nice work, heavy hitter.
There's no particular reason to use a singularity here, but that also means there's no particular reason not to. So I always do there because reasons, I don't know. By the time you actually need one again, you'll have it.
All right, back on the road. We should be good. Or not.
Just keep on shooting
These guys
things.
aren't giving up. Any ideas?
I've got an escape
Plan. I'm running that game later in the marathon.
Wayne, you ready with the bus? I see you. Coming your way.
Bus? Who was that?
So this game is sort of my bread and butter speedrun. This is not the game I've attempted the most, but it is the game I've completed the most.
Well, sometimes things work out.
This run is nice and comfy for me.
How come I never saw you on the news? Heavy hitter conduit.
Game
like
wants
you
us to
must
stay on the
be
truck,
fucking
which
somewhere.
drives behind this
They got
building,
birds.
but that's not necessary.
Low profile.
Well, end of the line. We'll unload here.
It's fine by me.
Come on. We made a hell of a team out there on the street.
As long as you don't venture any further away from the truck than I did, you don't risk getting a game over screen
World
here.
as a whole, you say.
Optimally, you can start running toward the next mission marker a little bit sooner than I did, but, you know, marathon safety, I didn't want to risk
Whoa, now what
getting
if I
a game
told you
over screen
I
there.
already have some guys asking around for your brother. I'll send you their position. They might have heard something by now.
You go from creep to okay.
What the hell, where am I going?
How do you do that?
I'm a little bit turned around here. This building with the green rooftop is my marker, and I missed that lumen. That sucks.
I just heard one of my guys out searching for Brent got made by the occurrence. Now, I'm sorry, honey, but I need to call my boys
Can't
back.
do a South African accent. I haven't played Uncharted
No, I'll
4.
protect him.
I generally
I'll
don't
protect
like the
anyone out
Uncharted
looking for
games.
Brent. This'll work. Shoot him once I open up. Gotta be fast. Shane, your boy's still breathing.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're good at this. Another one of my guys just got spotted.
I'll take care of it. Just send me his location.
That's some nice movement there.
Come on. Bing! Here's Betty.
Would you die? Jeez. What a jerk that guy was, not
Thank the
dying.
Lord. I need all the muscle I can get.
Look, if you guys are getting spotted, let's use that. Have them all head for Olaf's restaurant by the harbor. I'll head out on top and drop the occurrence when they show.
Yeah. Now, that's not bad. All right, well, I could be out back at Olaf's with a truck. And once you open fire, I'll pick up my boys. And then we're gone.
A little bit off there, but not too
Come
bad.
to the meat grinder, boys.
Yeah, this segment right here is why I'm terrified to run against splits for this game again, because this segment would perfectly in my
Shane, I got their
PB.
attention. Get you guys out.
There's two different kinds of shots you can do with your basic bullet. You can do focused or unfocused shots. Focused shots are substantially more accurate, and they are way slower, and they do less damage. Unfocused shots are faster, and they do more damage, but they're a lot easier to
My
miss.
boys are out moving down the side alley. Now there
And you
anyone
know,
notice?
it's not a
Sure,
time
it's all
save if you
shooting
miss.
Fine by me. They almost shattered bones.
But so far this is going okay. It's possible to take all 3 of those guys out in one shot. I've sort of forgotten how, but I have gotten it before. As you can see, I've accrued another singularity. That
Hey,
was not
you guys
bad.
okay? Any of them find Brent?
Well, I think you motivated them. Watching you
messed
go
up.
to town. Oh, it is incredible, girl. You,
I need that.
Grim Reaper.
I'm not a monster. I'm just.
Damn it.
I gotta help my brother. Sometimes I lose it without.
Oh, this is bad.
Or in luck. One of the men you just saved? You heard the current lieutenant made a collection in Georgetown. Now, if we find this guy on surveillance footage, we may be able to track him back
this is
to where
bad.
your home friend.
Every now and then, you're okay.
Oh, that mean you're finally gonna let this cowboy ride the bull?
Fools are all male, dude.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Okay, I guess I'm not really losing that much time since I'm heading toward the marker right now. But I should be right here and waiting when the cutscene ends. But I really mucked up that movement, collecting the lumens.
I work with Shane. I guess I'm supposed
And I
to help
missed
track
one,
down
too.
the current lieutenant.
Over the phone?
We'll use city cameras. You get me their IDs, then I'll know where to
There's
look for
another
footage.
one over
Text
here.
the location where a guy was last seen.
Sorry, camera ID. Who are you again?
Jenny, I work for the city, and sometimes Shane.
Book it back
Camera ID
here.
is like a QR code. You can scan for it using your phone. Send me that, and I can search
Okay.
footage for this guy. We've got some killer facial recognition software. It's kind of creepy.
Okay, got it.
Scan me the ID.
There are
so I can
several
look for footage.
cameras, but you only need to hit 3 of them.
That's our guy.
Follow him. We'll use individual cameras to find out which way he went. I'm sorry
Several
I
of them are
can't
rendered optional if you know the
set off alarms here.
way to the
Who's
last
this guy
one.
anyway?
He's a human
Up
trafficker.
and over this.
Human trafficking? Like, as in slaves?
Bad aim at that camera.
I think he's following.
I like how she says human trafficker for the occurrence. She makes it sound like point guard for the Knicks. This cutscene is not skippable. So we go by the dumpster, pick up the gangster's phone. Now, because we skipped one of the cameras in the middle of the intended path, we can achieve a dialogue skip here.
Sure, it'd take a little while. I just...
You're not supposed to get the mission complete screen that fast. It's because there's a murder scene in the middle of the area.
Our guys out beating the bushes got ambushed by currents.
Where the hell am I going?
So you want me to rush in and really
There's a murder
brutalize
scene in the middle of the
tracks?
area, and you're supposed
That'd be my
to
distinct pleasure. Just point me in the right
read
direction.
a
Oh, Jenny
camera
kicks ass. Give her a call. We gotta leave.
see that the occurring guy killed the murder victim. But you don't have to do that. I don't want that moment, it's too slow to get.
Shane, I don't see any of your guys around here.
Currents
Should be able to get this
Got
one.
pinned down near the ferry terminal.
How many tracksuits they up against?
Lots.
Alright, welcome to Terminal Skip.
The Grim Reaper
I've
and
never
get our
gotten this
guys
skip
down
in a
there and
marathon
take
run.
cover around one of my trucks. Keep them alive, and they'll back you up once Jenny hacks that phone and we go on
I'd
the
explain
warpath
this,
we
but we
run.
really don't know exactly how this works. But if I set the singularity off in exactly the right place and at exactly the right time, it'll completely clear this area. I won't have to do any of the enemy waves. Saves about 25 seconds if you get it. And I did not get it. What a surprise. So now I have to kill the rest of these jerks. I got rid of them before the next sniper spawned in, so that's still a small time save
You get on over to the
over,
other front.
Front?
you know, other ways of completing the mission.
Kinda. You and me stole those guns. I armored of my boys, they start kicking in doors looking for Brent and leave Curran. That's why naturally.
Dialogue skip here by these boxes.
Come on, don't be sour. We're whooping ass here. And once Brent's back, that shouldn't be the end of this.
Nice pop-in rendering
Time to
though.
run them down.
There she is. My angel of death.
Now, missing terminal skip does have a silver
No
lining.
way. Luke's be here.
It means
If I end up
you
walking Brent
rack up
I'll
singularity
never get
much
my butt.
faster in this fight,
Focus on Brent.
and you are going to need it. Okay, that's bad. That's just bad RNG. The game chose to have these guys' weak points be on their legs, so it's not impossible to hit their leg weak points from the ground like I did, but it's very difficult. Those guys, two of them had weak points on their head, one was on the arm. That's a lot easier to get to. Once these guys get out of the car, I shoot off the singularity, and this will clear the area, ending the mission. And there's some more lumens you can collect
The
in
last
this
bit of
area.
that light show sure seemed worked up, dishing out all kinds of pain. Gave me chills.
I'm just doing this to help
Always
my
want to make use of the time if there's an unskippable phone call going on, which is all of them. I don't know why I said unskippable.
Grim Reaper, you, the one I
Another one up here.
cherish so much.
Brent keeps me alive.
That's
and
all
safe.
that's really available
When people
in the
see things
immediate
like what I
area.
just did, they freak out. Can't lose any more family.
Well,
Top
if the
off.
chokehold on your rage keeps your brother around, get ready to tighten your grip. Jenny cracked that occurrence phone. We know where they're keeping hostages.
Are you serious?
When you're ready, you meet me in front of the Latte a la Madison. It's go time.
Alright.
Hey, Fetch, that you?
Who's ready for another escort mission?
Come jump on top of the truck.
Riding shotgun on the roof again? You're a true gentleman.
I mean, this is kind of
Last time,
half escort mission, half
fire
auto-scroller,
enemy, you just gave 'em, they'll be ornery.
both of which are sort of the bane of the existence of
Thank you
speedrunners,
for
but
the
I don't
sincere
really mind them. Sure how to take fools out with unfocused shots since it's faster.
Pickup!
And by the way, we do the speedrun on easy difficulty, just because it's faster that way. And on easy difficulty, there's realistically no chance of Shane's truck. You see the HP bar at the top of the screen. There's realistically no chance of the truck being killed or destroyed here. That would only happen if you never tried to shoot anything. On harder difficulties, it's much easier for the truck to die.
You're a keeper, girl!
On this difficulty, maybe you can die, but the truck can't.
Beautiful!
That car does our job for us, and away we go.
Okay. Jenny thinks they got people trapped in container boxes down in the docks. Gotta start opening doors until we find the prize.
I'll tell your boys to stay behind
First
me.
one's
I don't
right
want anyone
here.
blocking my shots.
Oh, absolutely. You're the queen on this chessboard, honey. We all know it.
It's possible to do that too fast, and you end up having to do the box opening animation twice. It's really annoying when that happens.
Okay? Not in this one.
I've never had it happen with the second or third boxes, though. There's some very cool movement optimizations here to get to your next marker, because Brent is by the South Monorail station, and there's plenty of dialogue that plays
Where are you?
before you're told where to go, before you're given a F marker to get there. But if you know the way, you can totally just go straight there.
I gotta hide.
Brent? Brent! no, not now!
There's even an arrow pointing the way. Wow, I've never made it that fast before. That was pretty cool.
Brent! Oh my god.
Come here.
Surprise, surprise,
So
Shane's a
sorry,
bad
darling,
guy.
but I'm gonna need to put you on the payroll.
Who would have thought a
At least
drug
till I get
kingpin
settled down, then I
would
promise
double
you won't get
cross?
me back.
Fetch, don't!
Scouts on it.
Don't do this.
Just a few more jobs. Fetch.
No. I was losing it again. I had to find a memory, even a bad one, to focus on, to cling to.
Here's our second cutscene skip. Quit out and reload.
It sounds like your body was resilient.
There's something for right here that I just discovered like last week.
Did. You want to see it? Come at
This will
me.
be the first time I've
Close
ever
up with
tried
a
it in a
bunch of
run.
guys.
So we fire these stasis blasts, and then we can actually move over here.
You've been holding out on me, Miss Walker.
Maybe. Set him up again. I'll give you the
And the
real
reason why I would want to do that is the weak points that you now have to hit tend to be on... It messed it up. Tend to be on the opposite side of where Fetch is standing if you're right here. So it didn't quite work the way I thought it was going to there, but that's
Maybe
fine.
because you haven't given me something worth using it on. Let me get some of your dupes. Then you'll get the fireworks.
Careful what you wish for.
So we have a singularity saved up here.
Stay in the middle
You
of
can
the
actually
hallway.
use 2 of them in this segment and still get the third one that you need for the next
No
segment
way out.
back
All
in the
exits are
flashback.
sealed. In here, I'll allow you to attack holograms.
Welcome to Beta Arena. This is where your PB pace runs come to die, to put it mildly.
Deal. I spent years running from these guys.
This is
Fighting
far and
them's
away
more
the most
fun.
RNG heavy segment in the run. So there's going to be 3 introductory waves here. I'm going to wait until they all spawn in and then shoot off the singularity. Because the singularity should, it doesn't always, but it does 98% of the time, completely clear the arena. Okay, the count in for the third wave is good enough. So let's shoot that off. This should kill everyone. And it did.
In this
Oh
exercise,
crap, that's the wrong way.
I'd like you to start creating your own.
Dang it. Yeah, now we're doing Turret Whisperer, overloading turrets. I don't know what that has to do with neon gas, but, you know, reasons, video games. The first one's always in the same place, so that's why I was like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong spot. The second and third ones are in varying locations. Hey, Violet and Red. Good to see you. The only place you really don't want one of these turrets to show up is on one of those platforms against the wall, where this one is. A, because it's way out of the way, and B, because that might happen.
Hey, buddy.
Whatever, it's fine. May as well happen in a marathon.
Well done. A weapon is just a tool. You can bend it towards your goals.
Come on, I'm not your weapon. You keep talking about my
Nothing
anger
you can
trying
really
to get
do
inside my
here
head.
during this
Let me
dialogue.
fight.
Most DUP agents were once like you. Lost conduits that needed my help focusing on things.
So I like to wreck up the place a little,
They had to
even though these markings go away after like 30 seconds. Ah, I like it better when Wave 2 is up high, like where Wave 1 was, because these guys like to hide behind things when they're on ground level, and I didn't get this time. Oh, you way over here? What? Oh, shut up with your can't breathe, Fetch. You can too breathe. You know, Wave 5, I'm actually going to use this singularity. Because, you know, why not? Clears the air. It did not clear the area. What the nuts?
You are.
Once the area is clear, Augustine gaps a little more. We have this turret here. I'm going to overload it as soon as Wave 6 spawns in.
Because I saw something in you.
Because the turret only stays active for a short amount of
Here for my
time.
powers. They make me feel.
If you overload it, it will attack enemies instead of you.
No, you are here because of what you did. You want to let the rage out, then channel it. Fight.
Well, there's one spawn kind of in front of it, so that's nice. Oh, two. Two, actually. That was actually pretty helpful. Oh, shut up, dude.
I'll just turn up the heat.
And fortunately, any kills the turret gets still count towards filling up your singularity bar. So it's not a kill stealer, it's just a helper. These guys are bishops, they suck. Every DUP soldier is named after a chess piece. Mostly we're just seeing pawns here. There is a super pawn in Wave 10. I don't know if rooks are in this game at all. I know the Concrete King is not in this game. That's a mini-boss in InFamous Second Son. And of course, Augustine is the queen. Yes, 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 give me this turret. There's a singularity. I'll need that for the next mission in the flashback. Yeah, here's the rook. Or super pawn, sorry. And the turret got him. That is really good. That was really quite good, actually. Except for the singularity not clearing the arena on the third introductory wave. That was pretty much perfect. Some more force menuing here. I don't want to mash through this in a marathon because if you mash too fast here, especially when bringing up the leaderboard, the triangle input, you can soft lock the game.
Very good, Miss Walker. Keep impressing me like this, I'll put you to work. Take a seat. You were speaking of how Shane had betrayed you.
With the occurrence out of the way, Shane set his sights on the chief of police, hoping to strong-arm him into some kind of deal. If I helped, obediently doing whatever I was told, he promised to let Brent go. Well, I knew that was a lie. And with more dupes showing up by the hour, I needed a plan B.
There's 2 lumens right by the spawn-in point after beta. And I am now going to get 2 upgrades. I would ordinarily get 4 upgrades there, but I've sort of changed the route a little to go for double air dash,
Fetch,
which is
you have a problem.
fabulously
I have a
fast.
problem?
DUP's been scooping up my men
I'm
left and
foregoing
right.
neon capacity upgrade and melee finisher. Melee finisher is very nice and very fun,
Your brother, you know?
but it's not really
Sure
required.
he's safe?
You know, I'd be happy to teach you boys how to avoid getting caught by the DUP.
Don't
I need
get busy
13
with
for
me.
double air dash. I think I have
You guys
8
are on my
left,
ass because
so
of you and your freaky laser
shouldn't be
shit.
too bad to get.
Chill. Do it. Busting up that compound will take a few dupes off the streets.
I think there actually is a lumen nearby I could have grabbed during this phone call,
Don't
but
forget my boys.
it's something I'm not really used to doing,
Okay,
so
dupes. Today I bust into your
Heck
house.
with it.
See how you like it. Man, these guys go fast.
So we're freeing some of Shane's soldiers. One wonders why the DUP arrested them anyway.
Okay, baby Shanes, run for it.
Because they're not conduits.
Okay, guys, hit the bricks.
So you open 2 cages, heavy reinforcements show up. This is why we have a singularity. Get off of there. You come over here, shoot it off. And while it's in the air, you can go downstairs and open the 3rd cage. Should clear the area, it doesn't always.
Flunkies, you are free to go.
And
Thank you, two
it's-
assholes. I've wanted
It
to
actually
do that
didn't
for
clear the
years.
area, but the game thinks it did. I'll take it.
Okay, Texas. Your goons have been released back into the wild.
Oh, you are such a good and faithful little servant. You know, deserve a reward. Fetch
You can, yeah, okay, you can't see it anymore, but you could see on the mini-map there that there was still an enemy marker in the area.
Forget about me. Leave town before the DUP catch you.
Now this gives me 9, right? Yes. And 4 more for double air dash.
Cross me, and I take a little off-brand. Maybe an ear. Or 2. Ladies.
Next mission starts at the Science Center, which is right by the Space Needle. Need this.
I heard Shane has your brother. I'm sorry, but I know him. He'll never let Frank go. Not if he's got something he wants.
You speaking from experience?
Look, I want to help, but it has to stay between us, okay? Go to the middle of the Science Center. I'll explain.
Oh, come on. I was right next to the marker.
Jenny, you here? What's the deal?
I'm dumping a program onto your phone. You see the wireless video app? Try it.
What is this?
It's a live feed from a nearby police cruise. Shane's about to
These are a side objective later throughout the game, but
Final cops.
obviously the ones in the story mission are the only ones you have to do.
Now Shane tracking you. You better find and destroy.
These 2 dupe agents are actually very important to kill.
The trafficker took that girl. I'm stuck in
These
Shane's
2
world,
random
but
people.
You don't have to be.
This is where the next drone is. You don't actually have to bring up the video. You can just kill it immediately.
And there's another
And
one
you're
in
dead.
third.
Gotcha, bastard.
Good, I got the one.
All
Just
right,
need
it
one
looks like the
more
police
for
just
double
brought
air
another one
dash.
online. It's moving a little faster than the others. You might have a harder time catching it.
I can do fast. It's kind of my thing.
That's not a drone.
That's not a drone.
This is why we have the rapid fire upgrade. It's for this helicopter and nothing else.
Really? You didn't know it was a helicopter?
I'm sorry. That's all the same. It looks.
The number of DUP soldiers you fight here is RNG. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. 3 is the most common. And 3 is what I got that time.
Fetch, you okay? I'm so sorry. I couldn't tell the drones and chopper apart on my end.
It's fine. I'm not the one who exploded into fiery debris.
Next mission is on the extreme south of the map, and you kind of just have to
Send you the
know
rest
which
of the
way
drone
south
location.
is.
And I
Give me
might have
that.
somewhere Shane's keeping your brother.
Might's good enough for me.
Shane keeps
I suppose that
prisoners
one would have been
around,
even
but
easier to
I
get.
think I cracked his system.
You are officially forgiven for that helicopter thing. Tell me
Not
where to
quite
go.
already
I'm
there, but pretty close. Alright, so I'm going to get... Ah, damn it. Double air dash. Double air dash makes movement massively faster.
Troublemakers inside cargo boxes.
That includes my brother?
Yeah, although I don't know which one. There are 4 and they're all guarded. Once you start cracking them open, you got maybe a few minutes before Shane finds out.
Then I'll have to move fast. Thank you.
When she says first box is nearby, that's your cue that you can start running toward the next box.
Then go to the next one. Run, now,
And
before anyone checks
you
up
kind
on
of
the
have to
guard,
know
you
the
can
way,
I'll try
metagaming
tying
a
up
little
the
bit
cage.
to
Should give you a little time.
do this as fast as possible. Interesting to note, the game tells you running through clouds increases your
Every
time
few
limit.
minutes, they're supposed to
You
call
don't
us
actually
again.
have to run
Keep
through a
moving.
cloud, you just
I
have to have the
get caught. No
effect
wonder
of
how I
running
knew
through a
about the cargo
cloud.
boxes. You might think
which
it
is
was
what
you.
Air Dash
I'll be
does.
done. I'm helping you out with this and then leaving us.
Like you may have noticed the timer increasing there, even
What
though
did
I
you
didn't
do?
run through a cloud. I had the effect of running through a cloud.
Far away from here, and I will tell you.
Deal.
I've actually gotten this timer just, you know, playing around with it a little. I've actually gotten the timer here to be up over 1 minute, and it's not supposed to be nearly that high.
Enemy number one. Congrats.
Come on, Bryce. Please, be in the next fight.
Alright, and you need to defeat all of the guards. You cannot let any of them surrender. If they surrender, you still have to defeat them.
There's no one in here.
Then try the next one.
It's because you need a singularity for the mission after this one.
Hey there, Fetch. What's my
This
best
run
girl
back
up to?
sucks a
Kinda
little
busy
bit.
right now.
You sound out of breath.
I'm
What's
running
going
a
on?
little bit low on time
Been
here.
thinking about me shirtless on a horse again, huh?
Trying to get to the monorail tracks.
Or maybe you're having one of your little panic attacks. Is that it? Huh? You gonna curl up and shut down again?
Hats are on my head. Gotta go.
Fetch, come on.
Jenny, you're not helping. I've only failed this run once, but it's eminently possible. Shut up, Jenny. Okay, thank you. You don't get to surrender. Pop that one open. It's actually a shorter time limit going from that box to the next one, but it's a much shorter distance too. There's very little risk of running out of time
Sticking my neck out there.
in this one unless you run straight into the police car. And we are here. Okay. There's a singularity. See what I mean? You have to kill everybody. And that's the little glitch that can happen where you have to open the box twice. Don't usually have it happen during this mission, but I guess there's proof that it's possible.
I'm afraid Jenny can't come to the phone right now.
Don't you hurt her.
Didn't you think I'd notice when all those police drones started going missing? Only person that knew about that deal was Jenny. I had to find out if she was still on my team or not.
That was all me. And so was this.
Rip
She's
Jenny.
brains. They're just a laser gun with pink hair.
I like how we can get Fetch to say put her on the phone when we're looking at her dead body.
Although, if you hurry, you might be able to catch her. See now, Fetch, I did what Jenny forced me to do. She knew the price of betraying me. The question is, do you?
My brother.
Ask Creed?
Oh, my brother.
That's good. Now, don't let Jenny's death be a waste. Do what I say, when I say it, and your brother lives. You know what? Meet me on top of the Pioneer Building. We got cops to kill.
I'm not going the right way. One super nice thing that this game has over Infamous Second Son, at least in terms of speedrunning, if you've got enemies chasing you, if you've aggroed people, that you come to a marker, whether it's a main mission or just a side objective, you can do it. You don't have to be free of chasing enemies, and I think that's a very good design choice. Mostly because enemies are everywhere in these games.
Okay, Shane.
Not at all, Violet and Red, not at all.
Darling, I got a little distracted. Get out your phone. You'll see. The cop I paid off finally got me access to their camera.
So I'm not going to let Shane explain it because the phone call takes a lot of time.
Cops.
Yeah,
But what we're doing here is creating a ruckus in the city of Seattle to draw the cops away from the chief of police so that Shane can go talk to him. Now, you can run around, kill people, and blow up cars, but the fastest way to fill up the meter is to fire off a singularity.
Whatever works, sugar. Now, if this meeting goes the way I see it, I'll be running Seattle.
See, it's already pretty much full.
Keep it up. Cops are looking antsy.
Just need to blow up a couple more cars.
Keep raising hell.
That's really good RNG, actually. Sometimes there aren't cars for, like, miles on this road, and you're pretty much screwed as far as getting this done quickly.
Come on by. I want my laser gun for protection.
That's the Lumen I missed earlier in the game. Ah, where am I going? What the heck? That was very weird.
It's about time. Keep the cops off my back. I don't want to be interrupted. And don't get any ideas. Your brother's safety depends on my safety.
I don't know if there are any TV tropers in the audience, but this warning enemy snipers message is what I like to call, or what TV Tropes likes to call, a guide dang it. The game tells you something that is actually not helpful, because if you look for snipers when that message comes up, you're gonna miss guys running down the alley and fail the mission.
Keep wailing on those boys. The chief's freaking out down here. Steel made minutes.
Alright, got the singularity, so I'm gonna let them build up a little, and then fire it off. Going slow? What are you talking about, Pilot Red?
The chief has something to say to you. Stop. I'll give
Next
you more
destination,
safety. We have
over the greenhouse, down the street,
You hear that?
second left.
Everyone's getting what they want.
Yeah? Where's my brother?
Been keeping him in a building not 3 blocks from here. He's your problem now.
And that's it?
Hell, you heard the chief. You leave town and I'm a made man.
This door right here. No, it's called Guide Dang It.
I'm sorry, honey.
Blatant Lies
We're
is
getting
in-universe.
awful close. And now that I got the chief of police in my pocket,
Get
so
wrecked,
just a
soda
little
machines.
liability.
Poison gas. You pussy.
How can you blame me? It's not like shooting you to death has worked out for anyone.
When I get out of here.
I know, darling. That's why I gotta make sure you don't. You understand.
Whenever I'd start to freak out, I'd focus on Brent. It was the only thing that'd calm me down.
Well, it
Onto a
wasn't
good memory.
important to get it or anything, and I did kind of lose my place for a second there. Here's our third cutscene skip. This one saves more time than the first two because the cutscene that precedes Gamma Arena is longer. This one saves about 20 seconds. The first two save about 15. Well, Blatant Lies is a thing on TV Tropes, but it's in-universe. Yeah, I sort of, you know, had a little ooh shiny moment. Got distracted by the Lumen. So you were kind of on the money there.
Shane had Brent. If I couldn't make a deal, how was I supposed to get him back?
Excuse me, how did you break out of that tunnel? Did you get another power from that mental snap?
Alright, yeah, I was holding out on you. Again. Whatever, I'll show it to
Yeah,
you.
I like
Pump
to,
up some guys down there.
Tell the soda machines to get effed. We have our missile barrage now. Very cool power.
Impressive. But why are you showing this to me now?
Because it's training. It's working.
Feels good, man.
Give me something tougher to fight.
All right, Miss Walker. Follow the yellow lines and stay in the middle of the hallway. seem to
This
have
is
a
Gamma
number
Arena.
of
This is by far the easiest of the 3 arenas.
The conduit who creates the combat
In my
holograms
PB, I had a
is
10-second
obsessed
time
with
loss in this
video
segment, and that's just, like, horrible.
I'm not a fan of the aesthetic, but for training purposes, they'll push you to the limit.
There's not much going on here. We have to fight these demons. The demons cannot be defeated by normal bullets. You need to either stasis blast them, use missiles on them, or melee. Stasis blast being the fastest option by far. And everybody comes to you when you're on this concrete thing in the middle.
Feels good to hurt them, doesn't it? We're conduits living in a world of them or us. We must defend ourselves.
So this is a spawner. You kill him by not doing... Okay, that was bad, but not horrendous. Kill him by hitting the 2 little balls that are orbiting him. Got another spawner. That's good.
These creatures aren't real.
If you leave
Your
the spawner alive
satisfaction
for
in
too
killing
long...
them is... Think about shame. Channel your hatred. Become
spiders will form at your
strong.
feet and start to bite you. And, one of the Delson lines, if you use Delson in the arenas, he'll say, hope that's not radioactive.
Control the world around you. We're conduits. The world begs.
Third and final spawner. Okay, I wasn't sure I got him. And some more demons. Oh, down here. And that's it. That's all there is to Gamma.
You're coming along, Miss Walker.
There's no force menuing here. Unlike after the first 2 arenas.
It looked like you were enjoying yourself. Ride that feeling and unleash.
Got these beams to propel you up to the concrete thing in the center. But you really don't need to use them.
What you're
Photon jump
capable
gets you
of.
that high.
There's a future for conduits who can put their past lives behind them. So tell me how yours...
Next mission is drug trucks. This one, I really hope the strat works because it's so cool if it does. We got a pretty
Shane had to
wild
kill me. I was
optimization
out
for
of
this
options.
mission.
I had to go on the attack. Problem was, I didn't know where to find him or my brother.
Is she dead? I hope she's dead. Let's just shoot her some more. You know.
These guys die in 1 hit, which
We're
is good.
great. These guys gotta talk to each other somehow. Ooh, a headset.
If the headset is just her size, I wonder if that means
Any
the
sign of Walker? Nope, Shane nailed it. Put all the
Shane
inventory
Soldier
on
had a
truck.
very small head.
Find us.
Oh, I hit the wrong button there. I was hitting touchpad, should have been L3.
Hello, trucks. Run for
Ugh,
your
it
life.
was sloppy. So we come down here, shoot off the singularity. This will likely not clear the area entirely, but it will kill everyone who matters. Yeah. See, the sniper is still up. I might even have a sniper target painted on my back while doing this. But he doesn't matter, apparently, because the game let me advance to the truck tagging part. Alright, so we got that. We quit out again. Controller's fully charged, so I'm gonna unplug it. Doing this mission the way I'm doing it is not faster than having perfect RNG, but unless the strat for some reason doesn't work, it's way more consistent. Alright, quit out and reload. We spawn by the first video dish again. Oh, I messed up. I didn't mean to hit the dish there, I just meant to ping.
What the hell's going on?
But the second
Gotta be
truck
your car.
is
I
always
thought we were done with those guys.
right by the spawn-in point.
Back on by. Jimmy, come on, man. Talk to us.
And you may have noticed I got my singularity back by quitting out and reloading. One stasis blast destroys the drugs. Tag the truck. And the next truck should be right next to us once we're done with this. Oh, would you look at that? That is beautiful.
Guess who?
Listen, bitch. You wreck one more truck, and Brent loses a hand. You hear me?
You're not gonna hurt him.
No? Test me.
What do you think they've been
Drugs
doing?
are destroyed. We tag the
Without
truck
him, you have
again.
no, absolutely no.
And then the
protection
fourth
against
one should also be right next to us.
Keep destroying my property. You will regret it.
I mean, look at that. I love this strat. I love this strat so freaking much. Okay, this guy we can just let surrender because... What the heck? Where's the... Okay. DUP ambush, but remember, we got our singularity back, so we can one-hit the whole wave. Tag the truck. Quit and load one more time. The fifth truck is always fairly far away from the spawn-in point. So I do need to hit the video dish to know which way to go. Yeah, you can see it's quite far away. But that's a small price to pay for the first four being basically right next to your spawn-in point. And hopefully I won't have to ping again to find it. Hopefully I'm in the general area, but I may have to ping again.
Anyone seen him over here? Go eat. Just keep doing
there it is.
Oh, Shane will be pissed
Now
if
I
you get
want
back.
to approach this truck from behind.
I think she's out.
Knock on the
I see
door.
neon signs all over the place.
Shoot off missiles right as the door opens.
Stop panicking and just kill her.
It didn't quite work. You can destroy the goods and kill all the enemies in one shot by doing that. Okay. That was a little weird. And you may have noticed, I got the singularity back, too. We're gonna use one at the 6th location. The 6th truck is always in the same spot. I place a dot because it's faster for me to place a dot. I can't find my way to a given place from a random place in real life in the town where I've lived for over 10 years. So I can't do it in a video game either. It's obviously a small time loss to open the map and drop the dot, but it's a smaller time loss than not knowing where you're going.
Federal offense illegal.
They don't care about me. All they're interested in is the freaks. You're the target. I'm just a helpless little citizen.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll turn the other way after they get what they want.
She's here! She's here!
This singularity will mostly clear the area, but then you have to clear it again, because more dudes come in.
Everyone here! Now!
Oh, that was crazy. Okay, I can actually afford the melee finisher now. I'm going to get it. Because why not? Melee finisher is incredibly badass. And it's, pretty much a wash. Killing an enemy with regular melee and then the second enemy with a melee finisher, as opposed to killing them both with bullets. Plus, it's incredibly badass. There are always enemies on the outskirts of this area because the game actually expects you to fight your way in. It does not recognize flying in as a viable strat for whatever reason. Even in my very first playthrough, this is how I played this part. This is another reason it's not bad to have melee finisher. Okay, I am out of neon, so I need to start smacking some dudes up. And see this, I think this is the last guy. He's way the heck over here. This is just troll dog. Yeah, that was the last guy. And I could drain neon here, but I actually don't need to.
What's going on? Is she dead?
Oh, yes I do, yes I do, never mind. Yes I do. Because I needed to do that. I suppose I could have done it with a missile, but I've never done it that way. Okay. And the prompt for starting this neon graffiti, just like the other 5 trucks, says tag truck. But tell me, I want someone to tell me, how does this constitute tagging the truck? Is the truck tagged? No, the truck is not tagged. So we don't actually have a singularity at this point, which is kind of bad, but not terrible.
Hey, Colony, your
Our next destination is the Crocodile, which is this kind of tan-brown building.
Although, can one person even be a gang?
Fine. You want me? I'm at the Crocodile. You come and get me. And I swear on my mother's grave, I will blow your neon brains all over those walls.
Oh, it's
So you want a singularity going into the Crocodile, but even though you don't have a HUD in this segment, everything still works the way it's supposed to. So I should be 1, at most 2 kills away from getting the singularity, and I'll hear the singularity sound effect once I rack it up. So I just need to kill a couple of dudes.
Get out here! You think drugging me's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
keep
the
me from
singularity.
breaks?
So once I have the singularity, I shoot it off. This clears the room, and then I just let them kill me. I don't fight
And the deal
anymore.
with the dupes? Very
Ideally, I would have had
stupid,
one before even entering this room. But I just don't even fight at this point. You totally can keep fighting, but there's no reason to.
I can beat it.
It's all about getting to... Come on. Kill me. It's all about getting to this as soon as possible. I think there's a hidden time limit that can also bring you to this, but if you just die, it's fastest.
Is that my parents' house?
It is possible to die too soon, but that's hard to do. Almost impossible if you have the singularity.
That girl, when you get angry, you lose control.
Your father's right. It's for your own good. Calling up the DUP? Unloading me because I was a problem?
We run toward these little segments in Fetch's fractured memories. Fetch's fractured memory, yes. Fetch's fractured memories.
Do this to her. She's your daughter.
I was just a
Luckily,
kid.
all you have to do is run straight forward.
Don't cry, Abigail. The DUP are going to make this better. She promised us.
The Englishman, it's just a shame that that InFamous 1 didn't get approved for SRX. You kill yourself so many times in that run. Death, suicide, death warping, to put it in video game speedrunning terms, is like the #1 strat in that game.
All of you! I'll just take
That's
whatever
very
you
true,
want.
Violet and Red. It's possibly due to the difficulty setting.
My stage.
Prep your Bible thumps.
Where is it? No!
If you've played Infamous Second Son, you would know that Brent doesn't get a happy ending. This is slightly different than how Second Son describes Fetch as having killed her brother, but
You made me.
I don't know. I think this version's better.
Let's touch your
Even as he lies there dying, he forgives her.
No.
Such a good guy.
I need you. I can't do this alone. I'm so sorry. Look at my friend.
And that's where my men found you. It was Shane who took your brother. He's the one who put you there, out of control. Given the chance, would you kill him? Then do it.
Fetch? Do me a favor, honey. Tell this gal that I am 100% normal American.
I already knew your story,
God's honor.
but I had to make you relive it. To get you back to the point where you gave up.
Damn it, I'm not one of those freaks.
And wouldn't it be cool to be able to do this anytime you wanted to? Look at that. That is nuts. How thick is that concrete wall?
Get up.
Tango 1, eyes on target. The prisoner has stolen APC-13, heading west on 102. Advising barricaded junction. Over.
Hands off, assholes. He's mine.
Now, that enormous neon burst does keep Fetch from having any powers at the very beginning of this last segment, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, my favorite line of dialogue in the game is coming up real soon.
That'll look screwed in pretty good. Just gotta take it slow.
You are so goddamn right, Fetch. Slow does suck. You do not know how right you are. I had a PB run, an actual PB run, where I fell in that pit 4 times, or was it only 3? It was many. I don't know how serious a question that is, impatient gamers, but it's just simply how conduits work in InFamous. They are able to weaponize the form of matter over which they have dominion. I mean, there's a paper conduit in InFamous Second Son, and she can weaponize paper, which is every bit as lame as it sounds.
Still tracking APC-13, but no sign of Walker.
Copy. Drones have been released to help search. But watch out where you're driving. We're having trouble keeping them aloft in the storm.
And a major supporting character in Second Son has dominion over video and is able to weaponize video, which Okay, I guess. Small skip there. The game wants you to run all the way to that F marker for your next marker. Don't know how else to put it. To continue onward, you'll get a short cutscene of the bridge collapsing under Fetch's feet if you do that, but you don't have to go to it. You can just jump off on your own.
There we go.
Blood conduit? I don't know about that. This is the unleashed singularity. She spikes it like a football. By the game's description, the unleashed singularity grabs everything that isn't nailed down, and even a few things that are. It's pretty cool. And you do still get to use it in non-story arena challenges on the same save file after you've cleared the game, and you really do need it to get the best scores.
Stupid ice.
Control, we're in pursuit of the target on 104.
Set up the barricade and lock him down. Use force only if necessary.
Acknowledged.
This game is 2 years old now, and is the most recent game in the InFamous series. I was hoping that Sucker Punch Productions, the studio that makes this game, this series, I was hoping that they would have something new to announce at PAX West, since that takes place in Seattle, and Sucker Punch Studios themselves are based in Seattle, but they didn't make any announcement.
Shit.
It's possible to have those rocks fall on you. If they do, you die.
Distance from that bitch, you hear me?
You know, I'm sure as heck ready for a new InFamous.
What?
And it's known that Sucker Punch Studios are working on something. They've, you know, tweeted about, oh, hard at work on our new project, but we don't know what it is. Could be a new InFamous, could be a new Sly Cooper, could be a new IP, could be any damn thing. It's interesting that the game is called InFamous, and InFamous is always the highest rank for evil karma, yet every game has decided that the good karma storyline is canon. And the reason for that is more people play it. Despite the fact that InFamous Second Son, and kind of by extension this game, were written with the evil karma ending of InFamous 2 in mind.
We'll pick her up after attack.
Alright, time is coming up in a little over a minute, so be ready on that. Can no longer lightspeed dash here, but we can still jump. Ah, did not make the missile show up in the Shane staggering cutscene. A stolen jewelry conduit.
Come on, honey. What do you say, huh? Find a way out of
So
here?
this ending part is gonna look like pure cutscene, but there are actually inputs. You have to do R2 inputs.
Damn you. I ain't afraid of no junkie. What? Is that it, bitch?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's this snowy and mountainous. Seattle is not like this. There are areas relatively close to Seattle that are like this. Time, by the way.
Is he
But,
there?
I really thought the
I'm gonna make
that
this
the
right.
Curtin K station was supposed to be in Seattle. Apparently not. Alright, that is Infamous First Light. 125.02? Wow, that's not bad at all. My PB is 123.21. 125.02. That would actually be 4th place on the leaderboard. That is crazy good for a marathon.
We found the prisoner, ma'am. The civilian target has been executed.
Good. She's ready.
Thank you for putting a kappa after that, Englishman. Okay, should I just go ahead and switch over to Sole Suspect now? I mean, we don't need to watch the credits, but this outro cuts